News Now Yorkshire is the source of this episode. Make sure you click the link below, subscribe to his channel, and give him the recognition he merits. In this episode, Michael, as Auditor News Now, is shooting outside the entire police station with a pal when policemen show up and instantly reach for abilities that they obviously don't understand. Section 50 demands details without meeting the legal bar. Furthermore, Michael doesn't reflect when he calmly responds with facts. There is a risk of being arrested. Michael does what these cops never anticipate rather than giving up. He converts it into a civil claim, correctly documents it, and gives it to HNK solicitors.
Just had reports from some members of the public from the front counter that was feeling a bit harassed. Obviously by you being in and out of the front counter.
We have been in and out of the front counter.
Alright, obviously we've got vulnerable victims.
We have been in and out of the front counter.
Just let me explain.
No, let me explain. We have been in and out.
We've got vulnerable victims in and out of the police station that are feeling a little bit harassed by you filming around the station. Right, can I just take your name and your address,
I'll give you my name on one condition.
No, I'm asking you.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, and I'm replying, I'm saying, you get my name and address on one condition. You take that gang sign off.
What gang sign?
That gang sign there.
That's not relevant to why I'm here, is it? Just get your name and address, please, on Section 50 of the Police Reform Act.
You believe that I'm committing antisocial behaviour right
at this
now?
moment, yes, so that's why I require you to provide your name and your address.
What grounds? What makes you think that I'm committing antisocial behaviour?
Especially recording at a police station.
That's recording at a police station is not antisocial.
Right, guys, we've been told, and we've had information from the front counter, that people in there waiting to be seen by officers, victims of crime, are feeling harassed
so we're gonna go back
by your behaviour at the front counter. Just listen to what I'm saying. I'm telling you what the information is. You've asked me, let me answer.
This is a total misuse of Section 50, and in his own explanation, the cop reveals it. Instead of filming victims, Michael and his pal are filming police. Because someone within the premises might feel uncomfortable, filming a police station from a public area does not constitute harassment. The passive act of filming a building does not constitute harassment. Rather, it needs behavior aimed at an individual. Michael is not interacting with vulnerable people, following anyone, or approaching anyone. The notion that photographing a facade somehow harasses people who aren't visible inside a station goes too far, and it most definitely doesn't satisfy the legal requirement to begin requesting names.
So, they're feeling harassed, okay.
So you should go and explain to them that
we are
filming
going
in
to
public
speak
is
to them in a
completely
moment.
illegal. It's not harassment, and you are abusing Section 50 right now.
I'm not abusing Section 50.
Yes, you are.
I require you under
West Yorkshire
Section
Police
50
are going to court
to provide your
Section
name
50,
and your address. What is your name,
You'll
sir?
be next. You'll be next.
What is your name, sir?
What's the details of Section 50 that requires me to give my details? What's the wording of the law?
Uniform is required. You are required to give your name and address to a constable in uniform if we believe you're acting in an antisocial manner.
And what's the belief that we're committing an antisocial behaviour?
The information that has been passed. You're asking me a question. Let me respond.
Okay, so let's have a conversation.
So that is any person that is not in the same household. Okay, I'm quite happy the people that are feeling alarmed are not from your household.
Correct.
So, under that act, as you well pointed out when I turned up, I require you to provide your name and your address.
Also under that same act, you have to have reasonable suspicion that I am committing antisocial behaviour.
So I require, if you fail to provide those details, you can be arrested.
Where's the reasonable suspicion?
I am asking you one more time.
Excuse
me, I'm not talking to you, sir. I'm asking you one more time to provide your name and your address.
If I'm required to do so,
failure to do so, you can be arrested.
If I'm required to do so by law, then I will. But just before I do, I would like to know what the grounds are that you suspect that I'm committing antisocial behaviour.
I've explained that to you already.
Michael informs him straight out that there is abuse of power, and the officer intensifies rather than re-evaluating. He begins using ambiguous terms, such as anyone not from the same household being alarmed, as though that automatically complies with the rules. It doesn't. Because someone might feel something, Section 50 is not activated. An actual public order offence or a real, demonstrated risk of one is necessary. The most obvious acknowledgement that this isn't about protecting anyone inside the station is the arrest threat. It has to do with making people comply. You will be arrested if you don't give me your information. This is coercion, not law enforcement. Section 50 turns into a blunt tool to penalise refusal rather than to deal with disorder.
What is your name, please,
No,
sir?
there's no grounds. You don't have grounds.
You don't have grounds.
What is your name?
But out of fear of arrest and threat of violence...
I have reasonable grounds to suspect, and I've explained that.
No, you don't.
So I am asking you now to provide your name.
Out of fear of arrest and threat of violence, I will provide you my details.
Right, is there anything I can reasonably do for you to provide, under the Police Reform Act, your name and your address?
You could provide me with reasonable grounds, but like I've just said, under threat of violence, fear.
Definitely threat of violence.
I've explained that.
Fear,
I'm going to ask you one more time. And
let me just
your
finish,
name
and then I will.
Your address.
Out of threat of violence, fear, and duress, I will give my details under that section unlawfully.
What's your name, please, sir?
I'm
Michael.
going to film every single member of public going in that building now.
Michael.
Michael. And your last name?
Listen, Michael.
Right, I do apologise because the radio's talking to me here. We've got cars
quite
pulling
rude
in
to us
out.
though, guys.
So, Michael, what is your last name?
I'm just giving you it.
I'm asking you again.
Hey, listen, you're really rude.
No, you're rude.
No, you're
No,
rude.
no, no,
You're
no,
rude because you're abusing Section 50.
Powers, mate. You're rude.
We're not the ones that's shouting.
Michael.
No, you're
What
abusing
is your
powers,
surname?
mate. You're very rude. You don't
I just
abuse
told you.
police powers.
I'm asking you again because I didn't hear you.
Well, that's your problem, not mine, isn't it?
Michael provides his information just for one purpose. He has been cornered by the cop, who has threatened to arrest him. That isn't collaboration. Submission is what it is. People submit when their freedom is threatened in order to avoid being taken away, not because the demand is legitimate. The second officer's accusation that Michael is impolite is blatantly dishonest. Michael provides the last name. The officer doesn't hear it, so instead of correcting himself, he portrays Michael as challenging. That isn't a coincidence. It's control of the story. Officers frequently use tone and attitude to defend what has recently occurred when they realize a power has been abused. When someone is labeled as impolite, awkward, or obstructive, the misuse of Section 50 is abruptly buried beneath character judgment.
Michael, I'm not playing games. I'm asking you for your surname, please.
I've given you it. Under the section of law that you've stated, I've already given you my surname.
Right, and I couldn't hear you because of the vehicles coming in the gate.
Are you recording?
Right, what is your address, Michael?
Do I have to give my address under
You
that
do,
section?
yes.
I don't know your date of birth.
You never asked me for my date of birth, and I'm not required to give my date of birth under that section of law. And this man knows that, that's why I didn't ask.
Guys, you're dismissed. Have a nice day. You are dismissed. We no longer require your services. You're very rude. You came over and abused your powers, talking about antisocial. We're not antisocial. We've been perfectly fine. We've not spoken to one single person. And you know, when I speak to professional standards later, they're going to confirm everything like they always do. All right, I get complaints upheld. We've got 3 civil claims against police forces across the United Kingdom because you're corrupt. Why is there so much police corruption, police abuse? There is, mate.
Why do you always abuse
right,
Section 50?
Do you know what, right? Do you know what? You're quite reasonable, you. You are quite reasonable, mate. The way that you hold yourself and the way that you've been speaking to us. But do you know him? He's a bully boy, him.
How would you feel if people start recording at the station? You know, it's not right. It's not the right thing. So we, like you said, like this like.
Is that in your opinion or in law? Because in law it says that we can do this, but in your opinion it's that we can't. So you abuse Section 50 because of your opinion, because of your ego, and because of your feelings.
Thank you. There you go, Michael. We act within the boundaries of the law, and we know what we're doing.
He completely abandons law in favor of opinion. What would you think? It is not the proper course of action. It is not a legal test. Michael immediately masters the moral lesson. Officers are not asked by the law how they would feel if they were on the opposing side. It inquires as to whether the behavior is legal. Officers are taught to use particular offenses, identified victims, reasonable suspicion, and objective standards. None of those rely on hypotheticals of empathy. Officers typically rely on how you might feel since they are unable to identify a power that truly applies. Michael pointing that out is important because it highlights the distinction between what the law permits and what an officer hopes people won't do.
What we said on the beginning of this video, which is going to show, we're at Hull Police Station today, right? And we're going to show you guys today if Hull Police Station want to abuse the powers of the Section 50. And I said that before I even spoke to you guys.
Right, guys, we've got your details, okay?
Yeah, have a nice day. You're dismissed,
okay,
guys.
So
we don't need your advice.
You're dismissed, guys. Thank
no,
you.
your advice is,
don't abuse anybody. Your advice is don't abuse anybody. Don't be brutalising members at public.
Stop abusing Section 50.
Yeah, don't do that, mate, because it happens frequently, all right? And people are scared of that
certainly
uniform.
Don't within this force.
Yes, it does, mate. I would only
so what I'm advising you both, gents, it's words of advice.
Homicide police officers. I would only up here last week reporting on corruption.
I'm off in front office right now, mate. What are you going to do about it? Nothing.
Do you want to do nothing? Simple words of advice, stay away, because members of the public feeling harassed.
We don't care, mate. We're not harassing nobody. We're not harassing nobody, mate.
I'm asking you to stay away.
I feel harassed by you now. You're harassing me now.
I don't need your advice, mate. Go away.
If we need to speak to you again, we will do, gents.
Guys.
Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Have a lovely day.
Bye-bye.
Have a lovely day.
We're going to go in front counter now, yeah? After the situation, we did our usual thing and we spoke to H&K solicitors. And H&K solicitors, like in Barton, they dealt with everything. And I got a nice £1,000 payout from Homicide Police. Big up to Lee Freeman. What a legend.
Since they achieved what they desired at the time, they depart believing they have won. Names, obedience, quiet. That is the error that occurs every time. The final word on the pavement is not necessary for Michael. He lets procedure and time take care of the rest. The 1000 award is exact but not spectacular, a clear admission that the officer's reading of the law was flawed. Once more, the expense is insignificant compared to those who created it. The taxpayer finances the lesson that the officers refuse to learn on the street, and they return to work unaltered. This is the reason it continues happening. There is no motivation to make better decisions when the force absorbs the consequences of abusing authority as a faceless reward. Section 50 wouldn't be used so carelessly if even a small portion of these awards followed the officer's career or financial success. This episode is notable not only for the abuse of authority but also for how carelessly it was carried out. Officers are comfortable escalating because they believe there will be no repercussions. There is no urgency, confusion, or real threat. They are predicated on the notion that the majority of people will concede, divulge information, and quietly leave. Michael didn't. He allowed the procedure to proceed to its conclusion. When it did, the officer's account of what happened was unable to endure outside of the street where it originated. Additionally, many of you have made similar remarks in the comments. The only reason this continues is that the repercussions are too lenient. I concur. There is no corrective pressure when illegal activity yields nothing more than a reward that the force absorbs. When abuse of authority impacts personal accountability and career advancement, real change occurs. Yes, training is important, but repercussions alter behavior. These incidents will continue to occur until officers understand that they are the ones who violate the law, not the taxpayer. That concludes the video for today. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this episode. I am able to carry on with my independent coverage because to it. Remember to check out News Now Yorkshire as well. The description includes a link to his channel. Give him some affection. I appreciate you watching.